The train was going nowhere, and nor were the refugees. This morning they lined up to show the media their anger and determination, while the police looked on.
And this is our last message to the Hungarian government. We will die or we will go. Yes!
Yes! The young men were the loudest, but women were protesting too. A group of young Syrians was camping out inside the station. They'd been arrested on a previous train. The police took their fingerprints. They fear if they go to the camp, they'll be sent back the way they came.
For example, I go to Germany because I have two brothers there. I want to meet him, I want to stay with him. That way I make. And they make scare for us. When they say we put you in the jail 60 days if you will not make this fingerprint. And we send back to Serbia, that way.
This is the camp they don't want to go to, less than a mile from the station. A bus arrived bringing refugees and migrants the police have rounded up over the past few days. They disembarked and came over to talk to the waiting media.
Freedom! 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 Freedom!
Suddenly they had an idea.
Let me go!
He was the first.
I want to go! All want to go!
Dozens followed. It was pandemonium. One woman fell. More piled over the fence. And started down the road. Walking to Germany, they said. However long it takes. However hard the journey. It's a crazy idea. But maybe fleeing from war or life in a miserable camp in Turkey drives you crazy.
Catching police. Family Almania.
You have family in Germany?
Yes.
Yeah. No one wants to claim asylum here. No one trusts the Hungarian authorities.
The people jumped over the fence as if they were in some way escaping. Actually, they're allowed to come and go from that refugee camp. But what they're not allowed to do is leave Hungary. They say, we don't care how we go, we're going to walk. Somehow we'll get to Germany. But what's likely to happen is they'll get caught by the police and put back in that camp again.
Where are you going? They didn't know. They said they were just following the others. Maybe they'll try to join those now walking from Budapest. Heading back to the camp, we found an Iraqi man. The police took me in one direction and my wife in another, he said. He was going to the camp to find her. Lost, exhausted, fearful more for her than for himself. So many stories. 9-year-old Abdullah from Damascus, and Yahya, a medical student from Damascus University, traveling with his brother, arrested yesterday. Did you tell your mother what had happened, that you were in the camp?
Not the whole thing.
You didn't tell her the whole story?
No, she would be afraid, you know.
You think it would upset her?
Yes.
So what did you tell her?
I told her they're gonna give us a paper today, tomorrow, you know, and they will let us go. I know it's not true, but I had to lie.
Back at Bicske station, the authorities brought in a freight train to block the media's view. The refugees protested in vain. A video posted online showed some passengers heading down the tracks. Somehow they'd broken out. But a Pakistani man apparently died after hitting his head. He had 4 children. Those who'd been sleeping in the station had given in to the inevitable. The police were checking their documents and putting them on a bus to go to the camp. We spied a familiar face.
They say we cannot move anywhere if we don't make registration in the camp and we get ID from the camp.
Do you trust them?
What we can do?
The Hungarian authorities want to give the impression of standing firm. But with refugees and migrants breaking out across the country, it looks as if they're losing control.